Sawasdee good morning and welcome to Newsline. We're airing live on NBT Radio Thailand FM 88 and NBT World. Today is Sunday, May 31st, and you're with me, Surapat Lautharanarit. And let's begin the show with today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. In our first story, Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha has reassured that Thailand will provide humanitarian aid to migrants at sea in accordance with international standards. During his national televised address on Returning Happiness to the People program, the Thai Premier said the government has made its stance clear that it will provide humanitarian assistance to the Rohingya minority stranded at sea, while urging all countries as well as international organizations to join the efforts in tackling such irregular migration at its root cause. For these migrants, Thailand is only a transit country, he said, not their destination, adding that the Operation Center for Patrol and Humanitarian Assistance to Irregular Migrants in the Indian Ocean has been established. The center serves as a floating platform that provides medical treatments, food, and water, investigates the possibility of human trafficking activities, and identifies and prepares for possible solutions. Lastly, General Prayut said Thai people are kind-hearted and have always been helpful to others, despite the size of their country. For example, he noted that Thailand was one of the very first nations to send help to Nepal when it was struck by a 7.9 magnitude earthquake. At the special meeting on irregular migration in the Indian Ocean, Thailand called on its partners to urgently tackle the issue of irregular maritime migration in a collective and sustainable manner. Thailand hosted a special meeting which saw participants from countries in the ASEAN region and around the world, including Indonesia, Malaysia, Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, Vietnam, Australia, Bangladesh, Switzerland, and the US, as well as delegates from the UNHCR, the International Organization for Migration, or IOM, and the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, or UNODC. In his remarks, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, General Thanasak Patimaprakon, who chaired the meeting, said the influx of irregular migrants in the Indian Ocean has reached an alarming level. It is a must that all countries cooperate due to the fact that the problem of irregular migration is more complex than it seems. Therefore, concerted efforts by all concerned parties, which are the countries of origin, transit, or destination, must be mobilized. Lastly, the Deputy Prime Minister said it requires both time and international cooperation to address the problem comprehensively in the spirit of international burden sharing. In the meantime, Permanent Secretary for Foreign Affairs, Norashit Singhaseni, said a number of proposals and recommendations at the meeting would be adopted in the short, medium, and long terms. To provide an immediate response, the meeting agreed that the rescue of stranded migrants be given high priority. The delegates agreed upon intensifying search and rescue operations, ensuring the UNHCR and the IOM an access to migrants and their identification, taking particular care of vulnerable groups of migrants, strengthening information and intelligence sharing mechanism to provide data on accurate migrants and vessels' location at sea, and circulating resources of the countries in response to the appeals of international organizations.